Hey guys, welcome back to Infection Free Zone. I do hope you're having a great day today. Look at all the assault rifles I have in my inventory here. Oh my god. So we had a relatively uneventful night, and I decided to come down and scavenge some buildings. And when I did that, I found that there was a horde right here, and then there was a group of raiders in here, and they were fighting inside the building. And when they were done, they dropped 2 assault rifles. And then there was another group of raiders over here coming this way, and we killed them and took their guns as well. So now we have an additional 4 assault rifles as well as a bunch of ammunition. And I apparently hit the button next to my record button instead of hitting the record button. And I just don't want to reload it and have this not happen. So I'm sorry you missed it, but hi, welcome back. Sorry about that. But it's here, and we got it now. And I think these guys, honestly, probably don't have a whole lot of room left to scavenge. So I'm just going to have them take their loot back to HQ. Whoa, wait a minute. Why is this infected? I just cleared. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, so again, I hit the button next to it. I'm very sorry. There was an infected in here that was eating their own, right? We saw this event before, right? We had the little call where it's like, I saw something weird, and you know, the infected is eating their own. I actually was hoping to have the episode start with that since the call came in. But my squad had already raided the room and left the building before I hit okay on this, and so it didn't spawn the guy to kill until after we had already left. That's why. All right, anyway, he's dead now. It's relatively inconsequential, but I'm just trying to fill you in on what's happened. I'm very sorry about that. All right, so I've decided where the next stage of our wall development is going to be, and we are going to continue to scavenge as many resources as we can to keep building this. We are up to 55 canned food at the moment. That's just 3 days worth of food. We're coming into our own, though, with spring right around the corner. We're going to hopefully be able to farm a little bit more. That would be great. Going to go ahead and run an invite there, disband, and try to get more. So the wall is going to do this. We're going to have it hit this building, and it's going to wrap around all of this and get right here. And I think, I don't know exactly if this is the best call, but I think any situation, right, where the wall is going this long of a trip around, right, we should probably look at putting a gate there instead. I think it's just better to have some defense there, and that also serves as the tower that protects this area at the same time. I think that's a good idea to get used to doing. If there's a really long segment of wall, whoops, yeah, really, okay, hold on. Can I click the right thing, please? Right there, yep. I have to click my mouse. I have to use my buttons to click things on the screen. There we go. Okay, now that I've adjusted the correct pixels where they're supposed to go, we can continue with our thought. This alleviates the need for these towers to really be there. There is also a bug. If you guys have been playing the game yourself and you're experiencing this, it's pretty much a bug. I don't think it's been officially acknowledged by the dev yet, but like there are no exaggeration, scores of people reporting this on the Steam discussion board as of right now anyway. Towers, okay? If you're experiencing a situation where people will not enter the towers, they'll not walk up to the towers, they won't go in the towers, right? That's a known issue at the moment. I want to say known issue, but I'm using an asterisk on that because it's community acknowledged issue. I haven't read any official words from the dev on that, but I'm hoping that that gets fixed because I'm also getting the same thing. So all of my towers, once I bring people out, they don't go in. The gates, however, are not that way. People are entering the gates just fine. So the more gates we have, the merrier, right? 15,000 experience in this area versus 4,000 in that same amount of space from a wall. 2,000 from this, I guess. So yeah, 2,000 for each big segment. Yeah. So anyway, that's something we're going to do. We're having a gate right here as well. And then I haven't decided if I'm going to... I think I'm going to use the building, to be honest. If we have enough protection for the buildings, I'm okay with using buildings that border, you know, the walls. Like this one right here, I won't be able to use it just because I won't be able to defend it. It's too spread out, right? And if I put towers and stuff here, they won't be able to see the other side. So I can't use this one. But like over here, it's possible to use this, right? Like if I just happen to have, all right, another tower. We don't have to have fortified ones because it's going to be behind the wall, right? We only really need fortified towers if there is a chance of you know, like over here, we had this big long wall segment, and I'm kind of breaking my rule on that, right? We could put a gate there instead of the towers, and it's about the same amount of resources, and actually, it's actually a little cheaper. The downside, though, is that the gate itself gets attacked and needs to be repaired. It is way cheaper to repair a small segment of a wall, and also way less consequential than it is to repair a gate. Because remember, when you go to repair something, that thing does not exist anymore until the repairs are done. Now, you can cancel repairs in the middle of it, so I'll show you an example of this. Here's the research center, and we can have, let's say, 4 people working there, okay?
Job done.
If I was to repair this building right now, it's going to cost 2 metal and 2 wood. It is now blue. You will not be able to do research here. It is just an unusable building until the structure has been repaired. Now, there are 5 people working on this right now, so if we come over here, we can see that they will start to repair that. And it does happen relatively fast, right? It's not a big deal. And you can, if you choose to, before it's completely done being repaired, you can cancel. And if you do that, now the building has been repaired up to that point, and you get to keep using it again. So it's not like it's the end of the world there, right? We can still work with that. We can repair it up to a certain point and then cancel the rest of the repairs, and they're still functionally in useful building, right? So I like that idea, and so I'm going to take the fortified towers and dismantle them. We're going to have these deconstructed, but I have to make sure that it's not... Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So we're going to deconstruct the towers and stuff. We don't need them. We're going to instead put in the gate here instead. All right, you're going to use gates in this area instead. So we're just going to cancel construction on that, cancel construction on that, cancel. We have to fully deconstruct this one, but I'm going to also cancel this one as well. And then we'll just rip all this stuff out, and we're going to put a gate here instead. Anytime there is a long segment of wall, we put a gate there to help cover it. And we should be able to mostly... I'm worried about that segment right there, though. I'm not sure we're going to be able to cover that. Like it's just out of reach, so it's possible they could hit that, right? It's such a small area. So if they do hit that very narrow gap there, you know, like, I guess they're just smart. Because I've got this side here covered. That wall's covered, but there's a little section over there that isn't. Now, I could maybe get the wall and bring it like into this building instead, but then remember, I have to still have a small segment here anyway to cover that little gap. So we'll just play it by ear, I guess. And if it works, it works. This section over here, I already have a gate here. We're going to end up putting a tower here, right? That was always the plan, is to put like a metal tower right over here to cover all of this, and also to cover not just the wall segment, but also to cover this side over here. So we'll go about here. Yeah, this is where this is supposed to be. Of course, it's not really all that helpful at the moment because the towers don't work. But we can still place the plans there. It's not a big deal. And just make sure that they're not assigned to it anymore. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's an update for you on... There is still bugs in the game. I'm gonna, you know, as long as it doesn't break everything, I'm fine with it. But, you know, there's still bugs. It's an early access title. It's a day old in early access. So I know you and I'm speaking as sort of a mass now. So you and you being like, you know, a few thousand people. Jeez, that's ridiculous just to say that out loud like that. You guys have been kind of being exposed to the game for weeks now, but while I play this early access, while I'm playing this anyway, the game is less than 36 hours old while I'm recording this anyway. So it's not uncommon. You know, day one patches and its early access titles are always we're notorious for having all sorts of really weird problems and them getting fixed over time, right? So I expect this to be the same thing, and we'll just have to be patient with it. No problems. No major issues that we can't overcome if we just work together. Okay. I'm just trying to pick up all these resources, but I guess I'm full already. Wow, that was fast. I kind of want to... I guess I should use the pickup truck for this stuff, right? Where is the pickup truck? I've been looking for it. Is there still a squad out? No? I want to do expeditions. I do. It didn't work. I clicked out there and it didn't do anything. So I'm gonna have to maybe experiment with that a little bit. I'll cut and maybe experiment with that a little bit. But you know, I thought I understood how they worked, but it just isn't working the way I expected. Yeah, we'll use the truck this time. Let's get all this stuff over here and we'll bring it in there. If anything happens during the night, I'll let you know. Coming back from scavenging adventures, I can see a pod is here, and it's interesting, right? So it's spring, so it's not frozen anymore. They can swim, but they move really slowly in the water, right? And so it kind of works out really well as a kill zone tactic to be able to shoot into this water. And now I want to change the shape of my wall. Because if they're coming from this side, they're going to cross through the water. They're not smart enough not to. And so if I could shoot into here the whole time, man, I could do some serious damage, right? So we definitely want to have that be a thing. I'm going to go in like right here. I mean, I could just get out right now and shoot, right? I think I can. I can just shoot right now. Yep, there we go. From this side. We can also get these guys over. I'm going to give them the car. I'm going to bring them over here. Oh, get in the car. Come on over here. Obviously, we only have a couple guys with bows and arrows in there because it's... But yeah, we have a whole bunch of assault rifles and everything with these guys. And we're going to get out and shoot them. Yeah, like that. There we go. And we can hit them from both sides, but they haven't even gotten to the gate yet, right? Because this water. So if you could find a spot that's surrounded by water, that's excellent. And it kind of, again, makes me want to reevaluate where my wall is because there's a lot of water here. And I'm thinking, okay, I know it makes my region a little bigger. I just can't help myself. Maybe this wall doesn't cut through here. Maybe instead it goes like this. And then across like that. You know? We could just have towers. I mean, I could also just have towers out here, you know, like before they get to the wall, there's external towers that can shoot across the water because they'd have a lot of time, right? They would go outside the walls. They'd be in the tower, but they'd have so much time to shoot. It would be a cool idea with this. You know, it's about adapting to the conditions that you have to play in, right? And that's kind of what this is it just adapting to that kind of condition. So I'm liking that idea. We obviously want to close our wall on this side, but for this side, right, we could take a metal tower. It doesn't have to be very fancy, although it looks like, what's the vision? Go on. Can a fortified tower have more vision? Oh, I didn't actually check that. So right about here is in line with that wall. It goes about halfway into that lake. And then fortified tower here, it's about the same. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which one we do. Obviously, the fortified tower would last longer. So we could just make it fortified. Since it is outside the wall, it is highly likely that it will get attacked. But it's just extra things that we can use to, you know, delay on them getting into the wall, right? I kind of like that. So, you know, maybe we try that. We can put this right on the edge of the water, give them, you know, maximum amount of time to shoot them. Maybe even over, yeah, like this. So at the edge of this little lip here. Now they could also get on land right here and just run up to it. So I kind of want to just, yeah, I'm thinking right here. I'm gonna put a fortified tower right here. Not right away because the towers are broken, but you know, it's just an idea right now for there. Okay, this truck can go back and drop off all the food that it got from its scavenging adventures, and then you guys can. I was gonna send you guys on a scavenging adventure of your own, but I like the idea of just taking the truck out. You know, let all the other vehicles be in here. You know, I like having so many vehicles too. It just provides flexibility. I can kind of go wherever I want, guard things wherever I want, take lots and lots of squads all over the map when I need to. It's great that way. It's actually a beautiful thing. All right, so yeah, just extra ideas on how we could maybe go about using this to our advantage. It doesn't have to be, you know, like we're obviously watching the bridge, but having a tower here seems real interesting for them coming this way. And I mean, I have this tower here, but I'm kind of, again, like double, like rethinking how I want this to be. And I'm thinking maybe the wall goes here. We could put a wall here and then stick another tower. I mean, they're not, how often are they going to go this way though? I feel like if they're gonna attack this, they're coming through this opening, and that's what this tower is picking up. It's picking up anything coming through the opening. So, maybe never mind on that. Anyway, yeah, that's the night so far. It's otherwise uneventful, other than that little pod right there. And I think we're going to send these guys in a truck. Nope, in the truck, please. Out in the truck. And we are gonna go somewhere else. There's so many places to scavenge. So much room for activities. And I'm thinking maybe we hit all the stores that have canned food. I mean, they're kind of spread out, though. I thought there was a group of them. I think there were a group of them. So look at all the fuel. Every single icon you see on the screen is fuel. There's a lot on this map. We do not need to make our own fuel for a very long time. If you're one of those guys that play this game, or girls, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. But if you're somebody who plays this game and you're like, man, I'm having a hard time with fuel, play my map. Just play my map. I showed you where it is. You know what? Let's go get the guns. We have a lot of guns already, but you can never have too many guns, I don't think. Hoorah! So I'm gonna go and get the guns. We'll grab food first, then guns. And then if you have room after that, you can just, I mean, I hope you don't, but that means we loaded up on a lot of guns. But in case you do, I'll just have you go down this row. That's probably fine from there. And then, you know, we'll evaluate what you're doing from that point on. But yeah, we'll just go get all those weapons. That's good.
Ready for action.
Wow, you didn't see any infected on your way? That's wild. I expected to see lots of infected. It didn't happen. Sweet. All right, cool. Well, those guys will handle the guns for today. How many weapons do we actually own, right? We have 4 assault rifles on these guys. The other squad has... Oh, that's these guys. Sorry. The other squad, who is on foot, has 3 assault rifles plus the pistol. So add that to the total up here. We have 4 assault rifles and 29 pistols. So in other words, we're doing real well on weapons. But if we want to get sniper rifles and shotguns, obviously effective at really long range, I'm thinking sniper rifles on the tower. Oh, baby, right in here. Maybe not this one so much, but this one for sure. And this one, that will definitely increase, right? Because the sight line the tower has is not indicative of, you know, like it increases, right? This is probably the pistol range, right? So like it will increase if we give it sniper rifles. They'll probably be able to see clear across the water way over here. And then it becomes really effective, right? They can probably also, I would hope anyway, from here be able to see the bridge. That's ideal. Oh yeah. So we're going to want to get into that too if we can. We just finished the weather center. So I'm looking at like where I want to go with this. I do want to start seeing the weather. It's warm enough to farm. In case you're curious. Yes, we have been farming. Okay. A little bit of a yield happening here. Should have a yield from these crops today. I'm not going to worry about the chicken just yet. We're still doing really well on food. We got 3 days worth of food. I'm going to stock up on those bags of grain, and then we're going to build a whole bunch of barns right away, right? When we have the people to work them, which, by the way, we should invite. Where's the horde? Okay. None of these are pending, right? No. So they're going to come this way. Oh, they're going to hide in this building, right? So that's one of the things you got to worry about, right? Is they can hide in the building right next to you. But as long as the door, they still have to come out the same door. So, you know, if your defenses are covering it, it's like whatever. You know where they are, you know where they're going to be. You can put your whole squad behind the wall ready to go. And then as soon as they pop out, you just, you know, destroy them. So it's no big deal. Let's go down and get some more weapons. There was weapons down here in the last time we played, but that's not a thing anymore, right? It's randomly generating where they are. And so, like, all there is just a bunch of question marks until we get to the school down here. That was, what was that? Started with a G, right? I forget. Yeah, Gladiola School. I don't know anything about Gladiola School. Okay, so I am pretty focused on the walls, okay? But I do want to start getting more knowledge about the weather, like I said. So we're going to look at the research center first. We're going to select this. This is going to give us an idea of how many people can work there. I think that's pretty consistent amongst every building. So we have 6 scientists that can work here. If I wanted to double check that, whether it's consistent, the med bay could also have 6 staff. And then if I went up to the cookhouse could have 12 staff. So that's interesting. So I have to wonder whether or not the weather center, like how many people would be working there. Because if I use the weather center here, it doesn't tell me how many people can be there. So I'm starting to think it's only one person. Kind of always one person thing. And if that's the case, we definitely want to use a small building. So it'll probably be, you know, I don't know, is this building up for grabs here? Hang on, let me see. How many people can work here? 1. I want to test it. You know, I want to, it's like, can I have more than one person working in the weather center? So I'm going to do that. And if I select this building and only one person can work there, then I will de-adapt it and adapt this one instead. I think that's how I'm going to do it. So weather center will be here, and you can see it's like, if it's really only one person can work there, then why adapt the whole building, right? But I do want to see. So we're going to say like that. There we go. All right, weather center. And then we're just going to make sure that there's at least one person working on this all the time. So we're going to say, let's take people off of the towers. I don't really need the scientists right now, so we'll do that too. And then we'll put everybody on the weather center, and we'll test it out to see how that works today. Okay. We got raiders in camp. Bold. They're coming right up to the towers and everything, huh? That is pretty bold. All right. Well, I have a present for them. Or it's right here. I have a present for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. Pop.
Ready for action.
Bop.
Operator.
Bop. They never see me. All right. Here we go. We're going to come right over here.
Going there.
Oh, that's way too fast.
On my way.
Get behind the building.
On my way.
They'll never see me coming.
Going there.
And destroy.
Attack. We need backup.
Y'all got smoked. Just saying. Super destroyed. All right, let's get you guys back over here.
Roger.
And disband all. 1. Oh, see? Hold on. Can I do people keeps telling me to use this menu more, and it's like I can, but the thing is, I want numbers on these. That would be so helpful, right? Because you see how it says 3, 1, 2, 4. That's great and all, but I can't associate those numbers with the squads. If I click one to try to associate, it exclusively uses this, so it doesn't like leave them open, right? Now you can hit like control maybe and select multiple squads, and that's fine, and it does highlight it. But let's say, for example, I have this squad over, you know, these 2 squads are over here, and these 2 squads are over here. If I'm only looking at these 2, there's no way for me to associate in the list which ones they are. So I still have to go 1. You know, I have to click like this one here and this one. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. Deselect that one. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, back out. How about you? And then you and you. Oh, that's the wrong one too. Can I deselect you? No, I can't. Okay. It's a burden. Okay, I get it. Maybe I'm just an old guy who doesn't like things, all right? Get off my lawn. But I think it would be really helpful. A very simple UI change. Just put a little number. It's not that hard. Just put a little number above these things, right? That's no big deal. And then when I look at the list, I can go, oh, this is squad 3, this is squad 1, squad 2. You know? And then obviously if you're keeping the same squads all the time and you're never changing them, then for sure just name them. And then you know that you're sending, you know, scavenging squad over that way. You can name them by the certain types of things that they do, and then you kind of know your people. But if I just had a little 2 squad number, just a little 2 right here, right? Or a 3, just put a little 3 right here. Done. Now I know I've got 2 and 3 with me, and I can just go, okay, cool. 1, 2, ready to rock, right? That would be very, very easy. But I can't tell that. This is apparently squad 5, so I have no idea. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, it's not squad 5. This is the name of the squad. Is squad 6. But if you do this, squad 6 is actually number 1. The squad number is 1, but the name of the squad is squad 6. You see why this is confusing? Maybe I'm not just old after all. Anyway, yeah. So I think a little bit better, a little with labeling things would be preferred. Obviously, you can custom name your squads, but if you disband it, well, good luck. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's going to come back with the same name. Maybe it does, but I haven't really tried it before. I guess we can try this. Here, let's try this here. This squad, we will rename this squad to be the Rovers. The Rovers, all right? You guys roam around. Maybe the Roamers. We're going to call it the Roamers, all right? This is the Roamers now, all right? If I click this,
Waiting orders.
it says the Roamers right here. Cool. They're scavenging. And when I disband this group later, we'll see if they come back as the Rovers. You know, if they do, then great. And I'll start using the names. And if that does actually happen, and they do come back with all the same groups and everything like that, even after being disbanded, you guys can give me names for squads. And then it can be kind of like, you know, a squad named after what you want it to be named after, right? That's kind of cool, right? I think that's kind of cool. You know, name and game kind of thing, right? All right, I'm going to let it keep running. I still want to keep working on this. We have some survivors coming in. Thankfully, there are 2 people. It's not very many, but there's still some. Keep inviting. I'll be right back. Also, real quick, chiming back in before night and everything. With that group coming in, we have 59 people. Our nice housing only houses 51, right? So we now have that 8-person overflow in the regular shelters in our headquarters. They don't want to live here. They want to live in this building. This building's full, so we need to adapt a new building for more people, right? So I'm thinking housing. I was going to do this one and then tear this one down, but this one's actually got a whole nother floor and therefore has higher capacity. So it's at 130. And it's a pretty wood heavy thing to do the whole building. We probably don't have to do the whole building right now because it's 229 wood. But yeah, we could have people living here. It's not out of the question, right? So I'm thinking maybe we do a partial adaptation today for this. And we get, let's say, a little bit higher than our overflow. I mean, eventually we'll have some people who don't have good living conditions if we want to expand upon this later. But I say we do something like, let's do 50. Right? Because we have the supplies to do 50. All right. So we'll just go just enough to get 50 without overspending right there. So we'll start to adapt this. All right. And we got a whole bunch of people on the fields. That's nice. We're starting to, you know, bank up the grain. We got 24 grain. So that's good. I want that to persist through to winter. We're going to bank it up for winter. And then we'll start getting our chicken coops and stuff going. We're still fine on food for a while. You know, 2 days worth of food. And we have people out scavenging. Over here, they're scavenging weapons. So I guess that's not really food, is it? So we probably want to look at getting our cookhouse pretty soon. And then I just need more people. Just constantly hit this button and try to get more people as much as I can. But yeah, that's the next project, is adapting housing. It's not a super urgent thing, you know, because we do have this. They're not homeless and they're still very happy conditions. So I think we're still fine. But yeah, we're gonna definitely want to take a look at it at some point. Wow, it's taken them a very long time to break this down. Well, of course, for the tower, it would help if they were, you know, it would help if they were actually assigned to it, wouldn't it? So I was just going to play through the night just to kind of see if there's any events and bring you back in. But at the moment sunset happened, I mean, it's not even dark yet. These guys called out that they spotted something, right? And it's like they're coming in from the edge of the map. But look at this. It says buried underground. There are 11 of them in this one and 11 of them in this one. So 22 of these bad boys are buried underground is what it says. That's a very interesting prospect. So we'll have to see if that's part of the underground event or whatever. They're way over there, though. So it's not that big of a deal. And we do have the pod hanging out over here, too, right? So we're going to have to make sure that we can get over there and defend that wall. So I'm going to take all the people off of farming. I think is a good start here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to have you hop in a car, have you hop in a car, and we'll have you stay back just in case. Nah, let's just kill him. Yeah, let's just kill him. Get everybody in the cars.
Waiting orders for it.
And we're going to just head right over here so we can help defend this wall.
Waiting orders.
Because we know they're coming. They were in this building, so they got to be here.
Operator, let's do it.
So if they come over here, we'll know we can kill them.
Ready for action.
There we go. Okay, we're ready to defend that wall or each other if need be. But over here, we can see they're definitely not buried underground anymore. So this must be that whole like moving through the sewers thing. That's interesting. So they spawned over here. Interesting though, they don't see me in this building, so I get to keep scavenging. Also kind of interesting, like this building has the guns or whatever in it. It had a single pistol. It's not that, I mean, cool on the weapon, on the ammo, but only a single pistol. I was really hoping for some more assault rifles. So I feel like I got to keep an eye on this more than I keep an eye on this, even though I know there's a pod there and it's right by my base. I've got 3 people here watching the area, and even if they come through this, there's no progress on this, right? So they won't attack it. So even if they come through here, they'll totally spot us right here because we'll shoot at them, and that'll cause them to come forward, and then we'll be able to take them out at that point anyway. We'll just bring these guys on top of each other here so there's more firepower on that side. And then I'm just gonna real quick just keep an eye on this pod over here. Make sure we're not getting utterly destroyed. I think it is interesting that they don't actually come and get me. Yeah, you were saying? Oh, that is that. I literally jumped. I actually jumped from that. I even knew it was coming, but I jumped anyway. All right, exit. It don't matter. Get back in the building. Yeah, they're just gonna follow me back and forth. See how that goes? So we're just gonna get in the car. Let's take our shots. Take our shots. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Okay, we're just gonna get out of there. There's no getting away from that. Because they can hop out with you and they're right on top of you. And no, we're not doing that. Let's buy. Bye-bye. You can go over here. I don't think they'll be able to follow us over there. Probably too fast to get that stuff. I am actually surprised these guys didn't hop out of the building. I might actually go hunting. I might. I think I'm going to go hunting. Okay, so like the situation right here, right? For squads, right? So I can tell which one they are because I know that this squad is one. I know that they're named the Roamers because I just did it. And I also know that they're in a vehicle currently, so that helps me. But let's say everyone is in a car, or we have 2 or 3 people in a car, right? How would I be able to distinguish the squads? You know? I don't know. I just read a comment in between the cuts here that somebody says that there's a way to set groups, to group multiple squads together and everything. I'm not sure how that works. So I'm looking forward to them, teach me your ways, senpai. I'm looking forward to seeing a response to you. I just replied. I'm hoping that you see that. And I maybe can assign them next time. But like selecting all these guys is a pain in the ass. Unless you know for sure that this one isn't the case, right? So then you can go, add that one, and then you say, get in there. And we can just come around the building and go hunting for the dead, because we know that they're in there. So let's do that. Really? Really? Where did you go? George?
Let's do it. Waiting orders. Going there.
Which way did he go?
Receiving. Roger.
Who knows that reference?
Receiving.
Come on.
We're on the move.
I put movie references and TV show references in pretty much every single video I make. So,
Going there.
if you spot them, call them out in the comments. You become more popular in my eyes. You become a better person. All right, well, we see them over here. And they're definitely going to go for our weather center because that's the only thing that's got progress on it. Yep. We're going for that. So we're going to have the vehicles. 1, 2, 3. 3. Yep. Let's head down here and see if we can't wreck them before it's too late. I don't want to get this thing damaged. Stop. There we go. Pull them towards you. Everyone shoot. There we go. All right. Let them rip. All right, let's get out of the cars because we can all shoot together now. All together. Everyone get out and fire. Fire, fire, fire. Go, 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 go. Really? Nothing?
Operator.
You're not going to pull the trigger at all, eh? Fair enough. I guess I got to click it myself. Okay. Let's have you guys head back to HQ, please, so we can disband you. And then you guys are going to go, I guess, back over to the warehouse to get reloaded, I suppose. You can give your guys, by the way. I know this has been brought up in a couple comments, too. I'm aware of it. I just never really need to do it. It's a lot of micromanaging kind of stuff. You can give your guys ammo. Yeah, how many are you? Six people. Cool. Invited. You're invited. Gonna have to come to us. There you go. Be careful. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're going to get 6 more people. That's great. Now, of course, we want to build this structure. And I love how sunrise is before 6 a.m. That's freaking glorious. 5:32. Wow, really? In June? Is that really when sunrise is? I mean, I'm never up that early, so I mean, I guess I never bothered to think about it, but yeah, maybe that's just when sunrise is, man. Holy crap. All right, so time to scavenge more. We're only down to 31 food. Remember, the more people we bring in, the more people we gotta feed. I will start here, and we will go and do all of these buildings in a circle, just like this, and then we'll go maybe on this side. And then over this way. And then let's bring it back around like that. I highly doubt you'll get all those done, so you should be busy all day long. And what about you? You're busy not at all. You found 1 pistol in this entire time, man.
Let's do it.
I want to find you better find some assault rifles in this building, all right? This is This is what I want, man. All right. I don't just want ammunition. I've got 9,800 bullets. That just keeps going up, doesn't it?
Clear.
That number just keeps going up. All right. Build my housing, please. 8 people to build the housing. You know what? No. Let's get this done first. I'm kind of tired of waiting for it. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's get rid of this. There we go. Break the stuff down. We're still good on housing. Even if these guys come in, we'll still have plenty of room for them. They won't be the happiest of campers, but we'll still have it. Is the weather center done yet? Oh, I can't pause it. I can't unpause it. There we go.
We finished construction.
I'm not sure what the criteria is for like spacebar not working, but like there's a lot of instances in this game. If you play this, you kind of understand what I'm saying, I think. There's a lot of instances where hitting spacebar does not unpause the game. You have to click the button. I'm not or hit F1, F2, F3. They did it again, guys. They ended the workday without finishing the building. Even though all the resources are done, you just had to work a little while longer.
Building clear.
All right, fine. I get it. So let's put some people on the towers and stuff so we get our vision back. And by the towers, I mean gates. So go ahead and get our vision. There we go. And man, how much we got? Bags of grain, still 24. I took everybody off the farm, right? And, did the whole squads and everything. And then I never put them back on the farm. Which, I mean, we're not really using them at the moment anyway. And, wow, we're down to 16 canned food now, okay? Now things are getting serious. We got to start bringing stuff back home, okay? It's getting real tight now. Let's get you in there. And you? Ah, you found 2 assault rifles. So good. So good. Bring them back.
We're on the move.
Very, very nice. All right, so we'll have the weather center tomorrow. We'll be able to see kind of when things are going to start getting cold. Be nice to know when things are getting cold. I probably could take 1 person off of scavenging just so I have a squad at home to give me that increased vision. Here it is. Boom. Okay, and then pretty much just, yeah, we're going to sit here through the night. There's some more canned food over here we can turn in. So we'll have some more for tomorrow for sure. We're going to have enough food. It says 1 day, but we're going to have more. But yeah, we really need to start producing our own food in-house. And that is where, oh my God. Well, we have a person in there, and we also have this squad on their way in. So we'll just have them stop by and, do things. You guys, grab your car. I mean, they're not going to hurt the gate. It's fine.
Reporting. Let's do it.
This is the advantage of having so much armor. All right, shoot them. Dead.
Waiting orders.
I love it. I love these fortifications, man. It is so good.
We're on the move. Receiving.
So good to have these things.
Going there. Ready for action.
But like when a big serious horde comes in, it's still gonna get really gnarly, right? I mean, I think this buys us time and makes it a lot easier to survive through maybe year 5 or 6, but like, it's still gonna get challenging if we're not careful with it, and we have to set up other defenses inside still. Guys, I think it happened again. Maybe that's just the way the game is. I don't know. But it happened again. July. The temperature is 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It's below freezing in July. That never happens in Michigan. If there is ever a time that has ever happened in Michigan, it's such a rare occurrence that it would be like lightning hitting the same area twice, right? That's so bogus. And turns out it was only 40 and during the day as well in July. So I think the seasons are not consistent with reality in this game. You're not going to get consistent seasons. I think the game just kind of does it for however it wants, balance or whatever. I don't know. But it's not consistent. Why can't I disband this group? I have to unpause it first. Okay. So I want the labor. All right. We need to. I got tons of building materials, right? I'm stockpiling so I can make this wall. We're gonna build this, get that housing done. I got everybody on this, so I can get rid of that. This one's almost done too, so that should be done today. This should be done today. Yep. Actually, pull a couple people off of this. We cannot farm, so the people who are on the farms get off the farm because it's too cold again. Did it remove everybody? I did. All right. So everybody else. Right, you're just kind of focused on. Oh, we got people in the tower too, which we don't want. So let's get that out. And yeah, you're gonna focus on this and this wall and that wall. You're gonna focus on this. I think that's it. Yeah. We're gonna take people off of this because it's not useful yet. Put you on this instead. And then the remaining one person will stick you in the research center or something. All right, go. Everybody do things. And I do not have a squad. I don't have a squad getting canned food today, and I need to do that again. I need to do that again. Okay. One person off of this. Make a squad. Make a squad. Take truck and go somewhere. I don't know. Did we go down this way yet? I don't want to go too far away, though. Yeah, right here. This little area seems like, honestly, a commercial district would be better. I would want to have food in the commercial districts. Let's take this one first. And like all these businesses, these are going to take so long to search. So I'm going to do this one, which has some food in it. And then I guess we'll just go down these little buildings and hope that they've got stuff. Right? We'll just have the truck go do that, I guess. Yeah, well, they've got assault rifles, and I would want those assault rifles, wouldn't I? The assault rifles. Yeah, it's worth it. We'll stop. The thing is, like, it seems like they take forever to die, all right? Like, they just do. They have, like, really high resilience to kinetic energy from bullets. Oh, yeah. See, we got the forecasting. So we actually can have 5 people in this building. And that means we are going to be able to forecast the weather very, very quickly. We're going to get the whole readout. We can see that in August, it is absolutely way too cold. They flipped the seasons on me again. Which, again, that leads to a year of no farming, right? Because you go through winter, and then you get like 2 months where you can grow, which is not enough to survive. And then it's back to being cold for another, 3 or 4 months. And so it's almost, you go 3/4 of a year without having to being able to grow anything. which is fine. We're on canned food the whole time, so it hasn't really affected me and my strategy. But since we're getting really low on canned food because there's not as many resources on the map, I need to be able to grow. And in order to grow, I need to have confidence that I'm going to be able to grow.
Waiting orders.
So that's still weird. I don't like that. That's still a really weird occurrence. Taking off a research. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pull you guys out of here. I want reinforcements is what I'm trying to do. We'll take the tanker truck over there. Take the tanker. We'll go this way just to kind of keep ourselves away from them so they can't shoot us. You like that? Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna bring ourselves. Let's. Oh. Yep. I want to go too close. All right. We now have backup. Backup is here. Backup has arrived. All right. Let's kill these bitches.
We're on the move.
Attack. There we go. Right through the gap. Beautiful. What's that? What's that? You can't hit us?
Operator. We're on
Tough
the
shit.
operator.
All right. Let's go get that stuff.
Let's do it.
Tanker truck.
On my way.
Return back to...
On my way.
Go back to your hole. I don't know what I'm going to do with these tanker trucks. I realize they're really good for like refueling vehicles like on the road and really far distances and stuff. So I'm sure that will come in handy. But at the moment, we've never really gone away from the base long enough for that to be a concern in any way. So, but if we ever do run out of fuel on the map, we can just siphon it out of the tanker truck, right? That'll give us some. It's like having a reserve tank. Or in this case, 2 big reserve tanks, 20 units of fuel in each of these things. You guys remember the first playlist where I wasn't shift clicking all these buildings, right? I wasn't queuing up a bunch of stuff for people to scavenge. Boy, was I an idiot, right? Jeez.
Building clear.
All the people that told me that. Because nobody can farm, because the temperature's too low. Because nobody can farm, everyone who would normally be in a field or doing any job that's kind of not critical right now is they're all in a squad scavenging as much as they can to find the food because we're down to only 1 food now. It's getting very, very, very close. We are also going to have good living conditions for almost everybody actually pretty soon. We're up to 65 people now, which means we have 14 living in the headquarters, and that's no good. But as soon as this building completes, I'm not sure when that's going to be.
Building clear.
There's supposed to be 14 people dedicated to doing this, and I don't see them doing it, which is a frustrating thing. We're not out of wood or anything, so maybe you guys could just kind of maybe do it, please. You know, look, just complete it. And then the 6 of you are going to work on this and this. There you go. So if I could maybe have you guys finish that frickin' housing that you've been working on all day and have not completed yet, that would be great. There we go. Yeah.
Do it.
Got it.
Adaptation done.
Right before they're going to go in for the night. Good. So that gives everybody really great housing and everybody can be happy again. There we go. Okay. That's good. But yeah, like not having these queued up would just be a freaking nightmare, man. So
There's nothing left.
so the people who urged me to do that, the countless people who urged me to do that,
We're on the move.
I mean, I've already said it like 4 times, but I'll say it again. You're right. Yep. That's how it goes.
Done. Head back to the shelter.
Ready for action.
I got a whole bunch of buildings still queued up for these guys. Now, it's not a moon night tonight, but tomorrow night it is a moon night. So I'm going to bring people back now because we might get hit. But tomorrow, I'm going to have 6 squads. All the vehicles. Everybody is just going to be away from the base, scavenging as much as they can, and we're going to just bring it back, okay? If anything significant happens between now and doing that, I'll bring you back in, but otherwise, I'll see you in a second.
Sir, we stumbled upon an old building which looked like a hobo hostel, except it was reeking of infected. Each room had a makeshift bedding made of
Search done.
rags, mattresses, and
Search done.
other soft things. One room also looked like some kind of storage with random items. Did they start to create lairs or something?
That's a new one. I haven't heard this one before. Investigate it. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Investigating it can potentially be dangerous.
Operator, on my way.
Leave. Come back in.
Attack.
Yeah, and?
Forward inside.
Yeah, we got to do this.
We're not alone here. Infected inside.
There we go. That's interesting.
There's nothing
I'm going to go back to the truck here really quick. See, I haven't heard that event before. That's, I don't want to say it's a new one because it may not be a new one. Whoops.
Roger.
May not be a new one, but I don't think I've ever heard that one before. So that's interesting. Yeah, I haven't even hardly started scavenging all the buildings yet. There's still a lot more buildings to scavenge here, but this is the start of this guy's route. So there we go. I've got everybody
We're not alone here.
out doing things. I've got 6 squads. Looks like we got some people over here. Oh, we got, yeah. There's some more in here. So let's, with 4 assault rifles, I would certainly hope you could handle those guys
Operator.
without needing to deviate from your route. So I'm going to keep that route out going. See, everybody's got their own routes. There's 6 squads all out with all the vehicles. And then everyone who's at base has been told to build. So nobody's scavenging. Everyone is building. They've all been given specific tasks on building as well. So we are getting the fortified wall ever more closer to being done. And I still, to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to use this building, but I kind of want to. And so if I do that, I have to bring the wall out and over. I would have liked to have used this too, so maybe just making it a corner would have been better. If I take this wall away, or if I take this building away, I could then connect the wall from here. But my issue is that I don't know if I can properly defend it. I guess I'm just going to do it. And if it breaks down, it breaks down. So we're going to say you go there, connect to that, and then this one is connecting right here to go to there. It's this tiny little gap. And we'll do that right there. Okay.
Enemy group
So
approaching.
if I'm going to pause it because I don't know where that enemy group is. If the pending walls that are already being told to get done, we will be completely enclosed with fortified walls from here. I guess it'd be here, right? From here all the way around to this point here, which means I only need to focus on where I'm going down here. I haven't actually, that's why I've been avoiding it. I haven't actually decided where I'm going to put the wall yet. I am very tempted to take the wall from this building here and connect to this one and then make a gate right here on the road and then connect to this one and then have the fortified wall go all the way across on this side of the road, bring it back over and then across, because then I get to use all of these buildings instead of having some of them unavailable. And that would be really great for what I'm thinking is barns, chickens, right? We have lots of yield here. If we can do all the chickens through here, I can have warehouse right there for all these guys to work with. And then there's my cookhouse right there. And then this can be more living space and more living space, more living space. Probably hospital, admittedly, probably a hospital on this one. And then, you know, maybe, or tool factory, you know, we can have the chemical factory, all these like bigger buildings and stuff we need to, you know, start using for that regard. So yeah. And some of these could even help with that too. Like we don't really need that many tools, right? So we could say that maybe a couple of these are tool factories or something. But yeah, the wall will be encompassed all the way around from here, all the way around to this point when the pending constructions are done. And obviously the pending constructions are going to take a lot of resources and that will suck down all of our bricks as we have none at the moment, but they can still deliver the other resources to all of this. And then I can have them, you know, going crazy on getting brick. There actually is a considerable amount of brick still left on this building here and a pretty good amount left on this building here. So after today, when everybody's done constructing as much as they can and bringing all the resources that they can bring to this stuff, we can then shift and have half of these guys go back to getting, you know, bricks from these places. But right now I'm completely focused on food because everybody ate today, but not everybody can eat tomorrow, right? But I got a feeling we're going to be bringing a lot of stuff back. And then for the weather, we can see that in December, it's going to be 69 degrees in December, 80-degree January. It flipped again. I don't know why. Okay, our moon night is coming to an end. And we still have a lot of squads out. Some of them had just brought back their load and they're going out for more. So that's good. But we are going to start, you know, have to treat this as a normal situation. These guys almost died. They went into a house that had a massive amount. And at first I was just kind of like, whatever, you know, they'll deal with it. But they have 3 pistols and an assault rifle, and that pod inside was like 20 of them. And I had it running on max speed for a little while. So almost lost him, but I was able to pause it and get him taken care of. We're going to go ahead and disband that guy. Actually, all the construction projects that are waiting for just brick and that's it, I don't want those to have any workers because there are no bricks for them to bring. So like this one here, just waiting for bricks. There are no bricks to bring. But if you have other resources you need, like this one here, we can get builders on these ones here because there's other resources that they can bring over there. And I like that. These ones are almost completely brick now. Done. We can get like one guy on this one. We can get one guy on this one, etc. And then everybody else, there's like 17 additional people. You guys are all going over here because all there are bricks over here. So 21 people
Roger.
are going to be focused on brick over here. Taking a look at the weather. Still cold, but as you can see, we'll be able to farm in December. So if we can live till December, that'd be great. How did we do? Well, if you count just the stuff we've already delivered to ourselves. Oh, here we go. Hey, they dying? They did manage to get in the building just in time, didn't they? Indeed. What's up?
Operator, we found another lair. There were a lot of empty cans and other food containers, which looked like they had been smashed open with stones. Can the infected actually get such ideas? The bastard's getting smarter day by day.
This is interesting to me. We always just assume that they're like mindless zombies, right? But like, these are infected people. They didn't just die and come back to life, right? I assume that like the infection turned them into something. It doesn't, like, they're not brain dead, right? It's sort of a change. Interesting. Yeah, investigate it.
Search this place.
Ready for action.
Are we gonna find?
Raiders.
We gonna find more? Oh, hang on. We got raiders.
Boss, the infected, seem to be stacking food. We found a hidden stash of unopened cans in their lair. Can you believe that? They're literally hiding stuff. They're not as mindless as we thought.
Yeah, exactly. Take them.
Take them. We can always use some food.
Absolutely. That's what you're out there for is getting the food. So, sure. We'll go ahead and search the place and get a bunch of food. Anyway, we have 87 canned food in our inventory. That's good for 5 days, which means it is good until we are, well, hopefully until we are ready to start making our food if we can. Every time we see raiders, if they have weapons, I immediately go after them. If they do not have weapons, I let them be because it's not worth my time. You know, I don't unarmed people. I don't care. We'll invite some people over just a little bit, and that'll give us some more scavengers. We're really just waiting on brick is the main thing that's stopping me from having this wall completely done. Is the brick. I'm also going to take the people off of the gates. We don't need that vision anymore, and you guys can go over and get more brick. And yeah, that's it. So I think I've done a lot. I don't know how much I've actually been able to show to you guys today. I'm trying to condense the videos in a little bit here. Try to keep things on focus, like, you know, keep things focused for you guys, keep things moving quick. I know how you young kids like things moving super fast, okay? TikTok generation, right? Nah, I'm just kidding with you. I just want to, you know, keep things interesting, and I feel like the pacing is pretty good so far. At least I hope it is. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate you. All you guys who have decided to become members of the channel, I sincerely love your faces. All the people over here on the left side. Sometimes it's on the right, sometimes it's on the left, but with this game, since the interface is over here and most of the windows I open are over here, I'm just putting the names over on the left side now.
Sir, we've encountered a group of people willing to join us.
And we're accepting them, obviously.
Send them in.
That looks like a lot of people. Oh my goodness, look at that. Jackpot. Eight new people, you guys. They're going to be so helpful, especially when it becomes planting season, which is, it's coming up here pretty quick here, huh? So tonight is a normal, tomorrow will be a stormy day, but then after the storm comes a really great calm, and hopefully we can get some really good stuff done there. I'm digging it. All of these 8 people are all going to go over and grab brick. However, we are low on wood as well. We do need to have wood too. I could probably start breaking down a different building for the wood, but there are trees in the area, so I'm just going to do this. Ooh, okay. So the trees are mostly condensed over here. I think right here. That's a lot. That's a little bit far out too. Let's try 70. Are there trees on this side too? Yeah, I'm just going to break down the building. It's safer. It's faster. Just break this one. Okay, there's the 87 wood there too. All right, we'll just break that building. Maybe I'll get some of them dedicated to wood just so we have it. So we can go something like that. And I'll get some people dedicated to that. But that's going to be later, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.